It's time for THOUGHTS. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Billabong Joe, PhD, Doctor of Conservation, Naturalism, and a part-time nudist. That's right, today, here on THOUGHTS, we're in the Outback, and I'm talking about Outback in Todd's backyard. We're going to be taking a little look at some of the wildlife here in the Tucson Sonoran Desert, and maybe look behind his yard. Ooh, won't that be a joy of fun? So stay tuned. Right, couple of tips to surviving here in the Sonoran Desert. A1, use a hanky. Stick it in your freezer. It feels good. Plus, you look like a freaking weirdo. Tip number 2, always carry a trusty butter knife. You never know when one of these suckers is going to come in handy. Right, behind me, you see the sign for the Este Wash. A wash is a river system that runs through the Tucson neighborhoods here in the Sonoran Desert. Este means this, or east. So it's either the East Wash or this wash. Looks like dangerous territory back there in this arroyo. Sometimes urban exploration brings about opportunities for rock climbing, extreme rock climbing. Wandering out here in the urban wilderness, I'm reminded of some of the greatest survivalists that have inspired me to become a doctor. One would be Steve Carell from that episode of The Office where he does that survival episode. And of course, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, one of the greatest survivalists of all time. Yes, we're approaching the rock field. All right, here we have a specimen of the young Palo Verde tree. As you can see right here, it's got all these tiny little needles on it. It's a good time to whip out the old butter knife in case one of these buggers gets aggressive, and then you handle them like so. Ha! 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 See, it won't bug you ever again. All right, we've reached the top of the arroyo, or the wash. There's a giant rock field here. This is one of those situations where it's good to have the butter knife. As you can see, I've got my foot stuck, so this thing is going to have to come off. Behind me, we have a lovely artist's depiction. A few pillars that represent the Sonoran Desert. On this one, the bountiful desert lists all of the edible plants here in the Sonoran Desert. Ooh, Engelman's. There you go, Tim. Jojoba. Yes. Desert, ooh, the prickly pear, of course. Banana yucca. That probably tastes yucky. As you see here in the Sonoran Desert, we have a lovely array of prickly pear and many multiple species. Always be ready, because these things are Right here we have a depiction of the species of staghorn cholla. Yes, named a staghorn after its deer-like antlers. Yes. Oh, but once again, be careful. These cactus are very dangerous. Anyone's going to suck. Right, first up in the backyard, we have the grand palm. Oh yes, which Todd takes the undertaking of trimming himself, which is a life-threatening process, people. This here is known as the DeVito palm. Looks like lemons growing on this little bugger. I wonder what kind of tree it could be. Behind me, we have what is called the true aloe vera. Yes, that's right. Its healing properties are phenomenal. And when you break down the little threads, you can make a little needle. Got a beautiful assortment of plants and wooden structures that Todd has built himself to provide Erin with a place to keep her lovely herbs. As Erin would call these wooden structures, DIY projects. Behind me you see the deck. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the pool. That's right. The pool, which is full of so many microbiomes that would take up a whole other episode of Todd Thoughts that nobody wants to watch, all right? But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you, me, your host, Dr. Billabong Joe, PhD, naturalist, conservatist. Thank you once again for joining us for another episode of Todd Thoughts. And stay tuned for an episode 2, 3, of Bobb Thoughts.
Chow time! Oh, yep, that's pretty good. Ooh, loving what I'm tasting here. Compliments to the chef. Whoops, slipping just a little bit there, pardon me. You guys got any more of this stuff? There ain't gonna be any leftovers. Somebody pick this bowl up for me. Well, better get back at it. Find out if there's anything left.